you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed up her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you.
About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more to come tonight in Chicago as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man. Amari Rodgers complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rodgers going to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Byron Pringle now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Those defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Now, these 2 teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd down and 8. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Montgomery a 1st down and then some. And he gets this one down to the 24. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Runs over him, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Following the penalty, Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. At the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap, Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Montgomery running right. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders-Patriots to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Rodgers now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers. Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields forced out to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Jones, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
first down. Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range, but they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Rodgers complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. first and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On second and 10, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. To throw on second and 6, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's fielded at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40, past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, it's Montgomery. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. One play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Once more, Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 29, Rodgers. Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to run forward with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They find some open field here. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got Mooney, and his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Rodgers throwing here. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. With that mistake, they only need 1 yard.
And that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that could make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. With that penalty, they only need 1 yard for the 2-point conversion.
And that can make all the difference trying to get those 2 points, right? Inches count down here in short territory. Maybe now they can get the 2 points that they want a lot easier.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And one last throw here for Fields. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And down inside the 10 at the 9. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go